Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the LP2 video, which is about global outsourcing and ethics. My name is Murphy Alexis Barry. I am with National American University, and this is take number 7, and we're going to talk about global outsourcing and ethics today. So, we are going to define global outsourcing as the relocation of a department or company operations to another country outside the company's original country of origin. Companies will outsource the following functions, the most popular being call centers, banking, or a information collection division. So a group of people who may get together with marketing and they will do cold calling, surveys, and information gathering, trying to hit certain demographics or certain regions. The most popular areas that companies like to outsource to are Jamaica, India, and the Philippines. All three countries offer a large English-speaking population that are willing to do the telephone work at a reduced rate. Collection agencies are often popular with outsourcing. They will go to less developed countries or regions and talk with government officials and civic authorities, community groups, who will offer them the opportunity to operate with less restrictions, and they will overlook certain reasoning, maybe allowing a company to scam. This allows greater profits and more collections. So the following information has been gathered from articles by Mr. Kenneth Harrison, edited by Mr. Lucian Crane. There is a wonderful article written by Richard DeGeorge about the business history and ethics, and the last 2 points have been gathered from their work. So, the disadvantages of outsourcing are money and jobs are taken away from established communities who may have relied on the company's presence. Mr. Kenneth Harrison experienced this when he was offered an opportunity to relocate for his work and noticed that a lot of people were just taking advantage of other plans, retirement options, severances. He often had to go overseas to train the new people in the new country. So he noticed that as jobs left, other services may be cut out, such as medical clinics, education centers, centers that offer after-school care and after-school tutoring. Also, as a company leaves, there may be civil service jobs that are cut because there's not a lot of contracts being written or permits being issued. Also, in an area that has relied on a company like Bethlehem Steel, many people had long periods of unemployment. They had loss of health benefits, and they took out income loans to cover the cost of career education or vocational training beyond what they did for their original company. The companies, though, who do outsource, they may benefit because they have less payroll costs, and therefore the employees in the new location, they may do similar work or the same work for less money. This saves the company money because they don't have the same amount of payroll going out or the same amount of benefits that are needed to be collected for each employee. They may also earn a claim in the host country by supporting community programs and establishing a better quality of life for the workers in the new area by getting water wells, solar energy, or seeds for nutritional diversity. In conclusion, outsourcing can be done with the right plan. Mr. Kenneth Harrison experienced this when his company decided that they could no longer stay competitive and stay in the United States. So they outsourced to another area, and they ended up staying competitive in their market, and they were able to save a great deal of jobs. And outsourcing can be done ethically when companies have an assistance plan. This offers other employees relocation funds, letters of recommendation. A lot of people were able to find new jobs in similar companies or similar areas, or they took their severance package and their training to find comparable positions. When the company goes to the new location and they show the same commitment to learn about what their workers' needs are, what their quality of life is, and what they need to invest in, people often gain a great amount of job education, job skills, and confidence, as written in Mr. George's article. Oftentimes, companies will offer exchange programs with trade partners, international education programs, and departments in other countries. This can be seen in such areas like the hotel and hospitality industry, where workers might be allowed seasonal opportunities with the same organization, just in different areas, so they gain geographic exposure and cultural exchange. So the references that were used in the making of this video were supplied by Mr. Richard T. DeGeorge. He has a wonderful article called The History of Business Ethics, which was published by the University of Kansas. Mr. Kenneth Harrison and his editor, Mr. Lucian Kern, have the article is International Outsourcing Ethical, and certain information has been gathered from our textbook written by the gentleman of Mr. R. Schaefer, Mr. F. Augusti, and L.C. DeHoge. Thank you for watching, and I hope to hear from you guys soon.